Mark Meirowitz is a foreign policy analyst and joins me now live from New York. Good to have you on the show. Surely this is a lot of pressure now on Bernie Sanders to exit the race. Will he or won't he?
Well, I mean, eventually he certainly will do so, and Biden will be the nominee. But Bernie Sanders is not your usual candidate. He thinks he's doing a revolution, and if he's doing a revolution, he's not going to give up until the very last moment. He still believes that there's some primaries where he can win delegates. He still doesn't have, or nobody has, the 1,991 delegates necessary to become the nominee. But I think he is the presumptive nominee, and I think the Democratic Party understands that they need to quickly move to designate a nominee in order to get the traction that they need with the election, with the coronavirus, which has really changed everything about American politics from A to Z. So the bottom line is the economy is the key to the success of Trump's reelection. And if the economy is not good or it tanks, then I think Trump is finished. On the other hand, Trump is trying to shore up his response now to the coronavirus and also going to be offering an economic incentive to Americans. And so maybe we can see, I don't know if there is light at the end of the tunnel yet, not really, but hopefully there will be. That's going to be decisive. And by the way, who knows if it continues, whether we'll have elections on the dates that's scheduled. We just don't know.
That is
completely uncertain.
Mark, that is a really important point. I wonder, November.
Yeah. I mean, we've seen the primaries being canceled due to emergency. And in fact, I think the court, what happened was, I believe the court first turned down the Ohio governor, and then he said it was a health emergency. And then they agreed and allowed him to shut it down. And if that's the harbinger of what's coming in the future, we don't know whether or not we're going to be able to hold these primaries or even to hold the election, although the Constitution has certain timelines and dates of things that have to happen. But we're in a world of complete uncertainty. Everything we know has been upended, and civilization as we know it. Absolutely. This is very similar to the 1918 flu virus. If you look at that, you'll see similarly in that and here, we're sort of, well, I don't want to say lucky, unquote, but we have the internet and we have television and we have all these things. We have a way of surviving better than in 1918. On the other hand, every usual institution is now pressed to deal with the coronavirus. Absolutely. And the government as we know it is focused on this. And this is a worldwide problem. I mean, you have in New York, as you showed before, the mayor, and I'm in New York, so the mayor is saying he's going to force everyone to shelter in place, although the governor of New York said he can't do that because the governor has to permit that. So we don't know. But, stores are closed. It's all over the world. Businesses are closed.
So much uncertainty.
There's a crisis. So in other words, this will affect the political situation. And I think that what's the most important thing,
Mark,
is to not have polarization.
We've run out of time, but you've raised an important consideration, something that I definitely hadn't considered, that the US presidential elections could even be cancelled. Mark, appreciate your time and comments. Thank you so much.